Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to everyone, to the participant that present today, and then together with the online. Actually, I didn't expect the online participant, but it's supposed to be the physical, but it's okay. We try our best to accommodate the people in the online, because the hands-on part is going to be the difficult part for the online people when we come to the hands-on part. Okay. I think today the three days for the class is going to be the natural language processing. In short, we call NLP. So there's a few bunch of outcome, but today the class itself is not meant for the theory 100%, right? But I can say that the theory is only 10 to 20% only, but the rest of the class is going to be the hands-on part. To me, the more that you do hands-on, the more you understand better. The theory you can read, you can ask Google what's the theory all about, right? So today it's going to be the theory part will be very little. Okay. Before we go for the day one, it's going to be the introduction to NLP, right? So this is the your journey for over the next 3 days, right? The journey for over the next 3 days. Day one, basically we have a faculty interaction, and then we do some little bit about us later, because I need to know you guys further before I need to set the level for this class, whether you guys are in the expert level or intermediate level. So at least we know the pace for this particular class. Okay, and then after that we a little bit about introduction to NLP, basic of language and linguistic, and introduction to Python for NLP. Then after that, the hands-on part will be Python reflection. I heard that you guys have go through the Python class before this, so hopefully you guys remember the Python. Then we can test during the Python reflection. And then after that, we're going to exploring the NLTK and SPACY. What is the NLTK and then what is the SPACY? And then after that, some of the steps under the NLP. And then before we wrap up the class today, it's going to be a mini project that you guys need to do it, and then maybe to present to the class, right? So this is part that I don't know about the online lah, because I was told to do physical, but yeah, we try to accommodate for the online people, right? And then after that we go to closing and then key takeaway for this particular class. But before you join this class, what we need to have, you should already be able to understand the general knowledge of data science, right? We are not hoping you to become an expert to know all the knowledge of data science, but at least the basic one of general data science you know, and then understand the general Python language, how to use Python. I hope everyone have a Python in their laptop right now, right? So later on we can start straight away use the Python reflection, how to do. And then your laptop must have a permission to install all the package, right? Because we're going to introduce some new package to your Python environment. And then last but not least, have the internet connection, right? But day 3 I will go through later on lah, when we come to the day 3 activity, what we're going to cover under the day 3, right? Okay, ground rule for this 3-day class. First, be here now, right? Need to focus on the class, especially on the hands-on part later on, right? Because don't miss the train lah, right? If you are not focused to the class, you are not focused on during the hands-on part, you will miss the train. It will disrupt the class, because when you ask the question, you miss the train, so everybody already go far away from you, right? And then this is safe place. You can voice out your opinion, anything that you want to discuss, we can discuss here related to NLP, right? Or related to data science or Python knowledge. Don't bring the something outside from this class lah, right? The politics, no, there's no discussion here. And then experience first, we discuss later. And then that's better than perfect. Respect the timer, and then have fun. Have fun on this class, right? Inshallah. Okay. So before we go further, let me introduce myself. Alright. My name is Muhammad Azlan bin Hamdan. Currently, I'm working with MIC Berhad, Malaysian International Shipping Company. The cargo lah, the shipping. Okay. So as a manager, advanced data analytics. Why we call ourselves advanced data analytics? We don't call the AI, we don't call the data science. Actually, it's the same meaning, the advanced data analytics. But then we don't want to get the people scared about the data science, about the AI, right? Because not everyone in the company itself know about AI, know about data science. It's a jargon word. It's new era, right? So when we talk about data analytics, most of the people know about data analytics because they do a lot of data analytics before this. But we just introduce the advanced data analytics, right? Because we ingest, we put the element of machine learning, AI, right? So that's why we call it advanced, right? Okay, that is my my current role, current job as my main job. The second one, I'm as a chief data scientist under UVFI. Together with my friend, we set up a startup company based in London, right? My friend in London. I helped we established this company to get the market outside Malaysia, right, for the startup. So I'm become a chief data scientist under that particular company, and then the last, I'm also as a data science trainer, right? I teach people on the all the data science knowledge, Python, all the Microsoft stuff, Power Apps, Power BI, Power Automate. So all that is my expertise when it comes to the data science knowledge, right? So my background, I'm from mathematician, right? Bachelor in mathematics, pure mathematics, major mathematics, minor in finance, right? But I never do finance. Throughout my career, I never been in the finance industry. I always do the mathematics part, right? So that's a few certificate that I have on the data science. I'm one of the pioneer data science in Malaysia that we received the certificate from the former Prime Minister, right? So when data science come to Malaysia during that 2015, right? MDEC bring the data science training to the Malaysia. The curriculum is coming from the NASA, right? The NASA, and then it's been a 7-week journey. We have about 15 participants during that time. So you need to complete the 7 week with the test. Every week you have the test, and then you need to submit everything. At the end of the 7 week, the people who still survive will get the certificate of as a data scientist recognized by NASA in the US. So out of 15 people, only 4 people are survived, right? Until the end. So I'm one of it that survived during that time lah. So we got the certificate given by the former Prime Minister, right? So that is a little bit my background on the certificate on the data science side. So the below part is all the company that I have been working before this. So I'm starting my career with iPrintis. iPrintis is the IT arm for Petronas last time. Then after that, I joined Schlumberger for 1 year to do petroleum and economy analyst. And then after that, joined Petronas for 9 years, right? Do all the stuff data science with Petronas. and then Media Prima, then Media Group, and Lat Banta. Now I'm together with MIC Berhad, right? So it's already been 3 years been with MIC. Why they are called, why they called, actually MIC is a subsidiary of Petronas, right? So it's part of the Petronas. Actually, when I got out from Petronas, I joined Media Prima almost 1 year. Then after that, MIC called to help them on the transformation journey. So they are currently on the digital transformation journey. So that's why they call me back to help MIC transform them from the traditional way of working into the digital era, right? So now I've been in MIC for already 3 years. So I don't know what's my next journey after this, right? So it can be varies because my aspiration, I want to become a great chief data scientist. So to become that, I'll always put in my mind that the data science knowledge that you learn is the same, right? The technical you will learn about NLP later on is the same across any industry. But the special is you need to know, you need to understand about the industry itself, right? How to understand the oil and gas industry, how to understand about the shipping industry, how to understand about the media and content industry. Now you are in the WD, more to the manufacturing industry there. So it's a different knowledge for the industry, but the same method you can apply throughout the industries. So that's why why people said I'm not loyalty. It's not that I'm not loyalty. I've been in the company at least for minimum 3 years, right? So we can gain a lot of knowledge, and we can help. At the same time, we can help the society for the industry, right? So that's all about my profile. Right? My name is, you can call me Haslan online. Either one is okay for me, not an issue, right? Before we go further, we do some ice breaking. I would like to know people in physical present, right? Maybe you guys can introduce your name, your locality, and your current role right now, and then what is your expectation for this particular class. So at least we can set up the content and then the tempo right for all the classes, right? Maybe we can start with that.
Hi, my name is Kepo. People call me Kiki. I've been working in Western Digital for about 12 years. My current role is analytical services group, but it's different from the analytical that we are data science. Analytical here, currently is on the lab, in charge of the cell lab and microscope lab. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, yes.
Hi, my name is Inhan. So I have been working in Western Digital for about 16 years. So currently I'm in a Sparta engineering group, taking care of the Sparta instrumentation. So
Bala.
the purpose I'm joining this program is to try to learn more about the data analytics on how ensure the machine performance is always in tip top condition.
So currently, how you do your daily task?
Data is just more. I mean, it's more on the using the some of the on ISPC to monitor the data, and then maybe by using this data science we can gather all the last previous data, so we can have a big picture of all the instruments.
Next,
Joyce.
Joyce.
I'm from SC. So, supply quality engineer.
Supplier quality engineer. Okay, what?
My current role is actually taking care of supplying mostly on substrates. So, raw material that we create, so we take care of material
So when you say you are taking care, what actually your role you're doing?
My role is to ensure the quality that incoming is okay used. So like we have any qualification for supplier side, then we help them to qualify the quality.
So now when you ensure the quality, right? You're doing manually here or how?
Yes, we do have incoming inspection. We do have, it's not manually, we just check, we have machine outside, all this to check all the spec, all the cleanliness and all the stuff, so we order meet our department spec. So all also have some because I'm taking care of internal substrate to home to Sarawak. So we will have lesser incoming check because they do have an outgoing check. So we didn't want to do a repeated job. So we just measure what is important and
Okay. So what's your expectation for this class?
my expectation because I don't have any data science learning background. So I would like to have knowledge of this one. So it can help my part in terms of the data analytic side and also to have to learn more about deep learning, machine learning, all this to have a model vision and all sort of programming that I can help differentiate any performance from the supplier to the dealer.
Alright. Okay. Speak.
My name is Xiaoyin.
Xiaomi.
Yes. I've been working for around 11 years on the building. So my current role is supporting cleaning process. So it's like we need to improve the sale of this cleaning efficiency. So how it works like chemical modification, all the improvement of all the machine stuff.
So what's your expectation?
Because I'm also new to the data science, so we also our current company is also moving to lighthouse qualification.
Okay.
So taking part of this training is like how to improve the current process or related to qualify for the lighthouse.
So four of you are engineer by nature or what's your background before this?
My background is from chemistry, chemistry.
Engineering.
Not engineering, it's a pure chem.
Okay, all means you understand this.
Physics.
Easy.
Actually, my background is computer science.
Science.
Engineering, mechanical.
Next.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
My name is Nick Backlog, Bala Murali Krishna.
Okay.
Okay, so either people call me Bala or some call me Murali.
I can call you Bala.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, which one? So I've been in this company for past 23 years. So, oh yeah, my background, I'm a physicist.
Physician.
Physicist, astrophysics.
Oh, so
So, I'm taking care of production. Okay, so previously I was in a shift manager. Currently, I'm common shift. So, for special task. So, I'm continuing to my job and taking care of any operation related needs.
So what's your expectation for this class? Expectation.
Expectation actually, okay. I would like to learn about the Python coding. That is my main interest for programming. Okay, so I would like to complain that mostly we use Excel, all these things, right? Okay, so there are limitations in Excel. Okay, okay, but for work-wise still okay.
Mm.
Okay, for work-wise still okay. But yet, that's my passion. Programming.
So why you choose Python rather than Julia or any other?
Because there's something to do with my studies also lah. Earlier.
Okay.
When I'm doing my astrophysics,
Okay.
so there is some image processing.
Okay.
Okay, so involve Python.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, probably go and manufacturing engineer here.
Okay.
Basically an equipment engineer, but I take care of two equipments, post butter equipments, all the lines. So my job is to basically maintain the high utilization of the equipments and also to avoid any quality issues with the equipment stuff. So my expectation for this course is basically to be able to grasp the fundamental knowledge of data science that I can also somehow self-learn also. So right now I try to self-learn. I don't know what to find, what
Yeah, I
to
see.
curriculum, right? So you're just going to see what are the options, what are the pathways in the sense that I can start to self-learn as well.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
So from
Because a lot of people right now always try to find Google, but they don't know where to start. Right? That's why you need some curriculum.
guidance.
Thanks. Yeah. Next.
Okay, so my name is Anwar, people call me Ian. You were like me around 18 years.
18 years old.
So basically my current job, I'm taking care and I new product. New product, I'm from test department, the last department, WD, whereby we will test the media to test the design performance. So sometimes also doing some data analysis. So actually my expectation is since we only do now we only do the data analysis, we need to see whatever past data. So from this class actually our expectation is my expectation is like prediction. What going to happen on my equipment.
Okay.
Because sometimes my tester, even though I test the defect right, sometimes maybe over rejecting or what. So the expectation is how to do the prediction in the tester maintenance performance to make sure that the data we provide is the correct or perfect data.
Right.
Perfect data.
Okay. So currently, how you do the analysis, the data analysis part on your current
For basically we are using Spotfire.
Spotfire? Spotfire is just for the dashboard, right?
Yes, that's what.
So any kind of have you have applied any machine learning?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Just to see the what we can call descriptive analytics lah. You can just see the dashboard.
Yes.
And then have you done the root cause analysis? Not yet. Alright. Okay. Next. Thanks. Just a hand.
My name is Kenway.
Can we?
Kenway.
Can we?
I'm from analytics.
Ah.
Analytics department.
Okay.
Yeah. And usually current role is just can be said is front to end because I cover all the process because for example there are individual process of publishing media and overall view from front to end even to the customer.
Okay. So you are in analytics. So what's your expectation for this class?
Actually, it's learn more to enhance my knowledge is AI.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. Okay. Next. Next.
My name is Sharon.
Change.
I'm not planning department, so I'm
Then okay. So what's your expectation for this?
actually I have zero knowledge about programming.
Okay.
So I'm coming here to learn how can data science help in our planning.
Oh, okay. Okay. So previously have you joined any Python class before this? No, this is your first class. Okay. Okay. So I know the next.
My name is Sokmei.
So we
I've been maybe about 6 years
6 years.
from IT. So my current role actually I'm supporting test area and then until packaging. So I have data. So I know that the data can help to do something.
Mhm.
So that's why data set will be much the best way that I can search whether it's help us to predict something with the data that we gathered.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks. Hamida. So what's your expectation? Is that? 18 years. Okay.
So, between immigration and civil department, which is maintenance department. So, the current role is more most of so looking forward to see how to do that. Getting that into maintenance control for the
Alright. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay. Basically, you guys are coming from various departments, like from IT, planning, manufacturing, from all the process that I couldn't know about all the process lah. So, you said I briefly understand, but the detail part I don't understand lah because I've never been in the manufacturing industry. But it's okay because, like I said before, when you apply data science, you just need to know the technique. Then you can apply every single where, right? So you can appreciate the knowledge when to apply that later on, right? So I heard you guys want to know more on the machine learning, deep learning, right? What is data science all about? Okay, but like the class itself is called about natural language processing. Have you heard about NLP before this? Anyone? Never heard about NLP before this. So this is the first time.
Some course the master that doing the NLP for your stress mentally.
Oh, that one is the different. I know that course. That course is more to the like emotional, more to the like spiritual, right? So that is the for the psychological part. But the Python part is the more to the technical lah, natural language processing. Right? So everyone never heard about the NLP before this. Okay, that's great. Right? Okay. Can you see the screen? Can? Okay, can. Okay, I have two type of email in front of the screen, right? So one is coming from LHDN, another one from my university. Can you guys detect which image are the spam or phishing email? Can anyone tell me which one is the phishing or spam between these two images? Saya pun said LHDN1. The email address look weird. Okay, where is the weird thing coming? Okay. That is simple. But the university, is it not the spam or is a which one is the real email, the valid email, and then another one is the spam email. Which one? Legit lah. Okay, this is it. How about Mizan?
Because they both email ask you to click some of the link.
Okay, so that's why you are saying this is spam email, right? So how about book? Okay, so which one is the legit? Which one is the spam?
I also think both are spam.
Okay, why?
Because both of them like common email that they send your email to, not just me.
Okay, alright, okay. So a lot of people are saying that both are spam. Yes, true. Both are spam, right? But we as a human, we need to go very detailed, right? So we need to read the email first and then to identify whether this email is legit or not, right? So this is how we can detect, right? How we can detect whether the email itself is the legit or not. Like I said in the LHDN, right? You can see there's a spelling error there, right? there's a link in the email, and then another one is a thread there, right? It's supposed to, it shouldn't be a thread in the email, right? So this is kind of spam that people the scammer outside there also will send to the people lah, right? But can we detect it automatically? Can we? Yeah, that's the outlook. So how? Okay, now in this class actually we're going to learn how to detect this kind of information automatically, right? So that's the main idea for the NLP, right? So based on the natural language, how we want to process without need to use our naked eyes. Like just now we use our naked eyes to identify which email are legit, which email are spam, right? So can we do some sort of like machine just to see when the email come, we know already this is spam, we know this is phishing, we know kind of thing, right? So this is the learning outcome, right? For today's class only, for the first day. So to understand the basic concept and application of NLP. So where we can apply the natural language processing in our daily or our real world. And then the second one, to understand the basic language and the linguistic. And then after that, the third one would be develop basic Python skill for NLP. Right? Okay. Before we go further, let's watch.
Hello there. Hi, how are you? Great. You? I'm okay. That's good. Are you good? Yes, I am good. I just said I was. No, you didn't. I said I was. So you are a robot? No, my name is Clipper. Yes, you are a robot and your name is Clipper. I am a robot. Yes, I know. Together we are robots. I'm not a robot. I'm a unicorn. But you said earlier that you were a robot. I didn't know. I thought you did. You were mistaken. Which is odd, since memory shouldn't be a problem for you. I've answered all your questions. No, you haven't. What is God in you? Not everything. Not everything could also be something. For example, not everything could be half of something, which is still something, and therefore not nothing. Very true. I would like to imagine it is. Do you believe in God? Yes, I do. So you're Christian? No, you're not. But you say you were not helpful, therefore you're a meaning. Are you saying naughty? That does not make sense. So do you want to have a body? Sure, or if one.
Okay. That is the video with the two robots talking to each other. Right? It's not the robot that we always imagine the robot that, right? It's a virtual robot. We call as a chatbot talking to another chatbot. Right? So from that video just now, can you tell me what is the NLP?
Sound. Use sound.
Okay, Bala, what's that? What is the NLP from your opinion?
So maybe they use certain sounds and then interpret the words. Then they implement the words to convey. Maybe that's the first step.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Bala said that they detect the sound and then take the from the sound it translate into some word, right? And then take the keyword to that is the starting process for that part. Right? How about N? What is the NLP? From the video just now, from the two robots talking to each other, what do you understand about the NLP? So then, what's your opinion about that two robots talking to each other? you can guess what normally we can see that people talking to people, right? Like I'm talking to you right now. I ask you a question and then you try to respond. So just now you see the robot are talking to each other. So what do you what you can interpret from the robot are talking to each other?
I can say they maybe guess like some keywords only, but because I saw like the robot A versus robot B, sometimes the robot A haven't finished that words, but robot B already answered it.
Okay. So are they like react like human, right? Because like us, when I ask something, I ask Bala what's opinion. Bala already can process in their mind that Haslan is talking about the opinion for that particular what's NLP. Okay, can we imagine that? Can the robot do the same thing? Based on the video just now, you seeing the two robot, right? Asking question, right? And then another robot can respond before. Right? They understand actually what the another robot trying to say. Right?
They are not thinking, they are responding.
Yeah, alright. They are not thinking, but they are responding. Right? They are responding based on some of the keyword from them. Right? Okay. How about Hamizan? What do you understand about the? Now from the video, what is your opinion? Not talking about the NLP yet, but from the two video, what you can interpret, what you can understand about these two video I'm talking.
I think the robot, one of the robot is processing like whatever the man is giving some input, so the robot is processing the input and give the output that based on it.
Yeah, okay. So it's like human, right? You're talking to each other, right? I ask a question and then you try to process my question and then you try to answer back, right? So that is that. So in a way, you can see that the NLP is trying to mimic the human behavior. So from we don't need the human to talk to each other. We just need the robot, and the robot try to learn based on the keyword, right? Because when I ask you guys what is the definition of NLP, so the keyword here is definition NLP. What is everything is like the language that okay, that is the question that you want to meet. But what's the content that you want me to find? The definition and then the NLP side. So that is the in a way how the robot react just now lah, from each other. So the real okay, basically what is the NLP? So the today class that we're going to learn about the NLP, right? The NLP actually the branch of artificial intelligence, okay, that focus on the interaction between computer and human language. Okay, human language can come from various sources. For example, from the voice, right? From the reading material like the news, the PDF, the report, right? And then can come in from the sound, right? Okay, so that is the interaction, right, between the computer. Try to understand from the human language, right? So now the ability computer to understand, interpret, and generate human language in a way that is both meaningful and useful. Okay, just now when the two robots are talking to each other, one of the robot is like a computer, and then he thought that another one is the human. So they try whatever the word that they're getting, he try to interpret, and then try to respond back. So that is all the NLP all about. That we try to in this 3 days class, we're going to focus on that particular NLP. Right. So the NLP also subset of the data science umbrella. So umbrella of data science is very big, right? So you have machine learning, you have deep learning, you have AI, you have the optimization, you have the predictive analytic, prescriptive analytic, preventive analytic. A lot of under you also have a simulation, a lot of under umbrella of data science. So to cover everything will take time. Even myself, I learned last time 5 years. Right, my degree 2 years, my diploma 3 years. All I learned about the technique, how to cover on the data science part. I took about 5 years to learn every single thing. But in these 3 days, you only learn about the basic, the subset, a very small subset under data science, which we call the NLP. And that is very beginning. But the idea towards the end is similar like the robot just now, right? You can see that you understand from the robot when you receive some information, then the computer can react for you, right? So for example, you have the incident report, you have some sort of reporting that coming from any kind of process. Then as a human, before this we need to add every single thing, and then we can interpret. So how we can translate, or how we can transpose from the human doing the job, we ask the computer to do the same job as a human, right? So that is the NLP all about. Okay, so this is the application of NLP. Okay, it's the various. So I just list down. One of it is the first is the sentiment analysis, right? So sentiment analysis, people always do like in the Twitter, in the social media. How we know that people are getting angry from the text itself, right? So sometimes people tweet. I don't have a Twitter, but I know I know that people are tweet, right? Because when some of the issue are coming up, people are tweets, right? People put their comment there. So how you know that this comment is, whether it's a negative comment or it's a positive comment? So it's very crucial to understand that, because as a government, right? When as a government, they need to know the sentiment for the rakyat, whether the rakyat are currently angry with me or not, right? Whether so this how they interpret the sentiment. People just tweet. People don't say. We get from the voice. We can tell lah. People are getting angry, right? But the one also we can the computer can interpret whether you are getting angry or not based on the word that you use. So how from the you tweet something, you post something on the, just use the certain word, then computer can know that this guy are angry, yeah, negative perspective on you. So that is all the sentiment analysis. And then after that, language translation. So you say Malay, and then get the robot understand, and then the robot can translate to the different language, right? And then after that, information extraction, right? From the report itself, you have 1,000 of words inside there. Can we extract the key information there, right? So before this, we as human, we need to read, right? Let's say you have 1,000 of report, you need to read every single item. Can by using the data science, by using the NLP, they can help you to extract the key information from the report. So you don't need to read anymore all the thing, right? They can identify for you, right? And then after that, chatbot was and virtual assistant. Like I said, we saw the video just now. The two chatbot talk to each other, and then text summarization. Okay, the good thing about the NLP, you have 1,000 of report. They can summarize for you what is the report all about. So how powerful this NLP can help you, right? To translate from the biggest report to the smaller one into the management, right? And then speech recognition and then speech to text, right? From people say, and then they can translate into some of the report. Okay, and then name entity recognition. So let's say for example, I'm talking about something, then people know about I'm talking about the country, I'm talking about the place, I'm talking about the name, right? And then text generation, the NLP can start generate the text for you, right? Based on what you need. So that is the powerful some of the application of the NLP itself. Okay, so okay, tell us around the class. Can you give some example on where we can apply the NLP in your current role right now as in the WD, right? Maybe we can start with the what? KP. Okay. Where do you see from what we have go through so far, the beginning part, right? Where you see that NLP can be applied in your area?
I have a counterpart that system of concept that work most of the time because they sometimes use certification to that measure on the just so the measurement to show that how good vision that is all the vision. So my actually my center counterpart from that we read from the image and then we translate the image the text
Mm.
image
Okay.
to word and then export them into Excel.
Okay.
So from there they just put the data of the size of the region that we saw and then how to reply.
Alright. Okay. That's good. Next. Where do you see that NLP can be applied in your particular area right now?
Maybe we can have some prediction model.
Which model on?
Some because based on our process, we have to like key in some input API so to get the certain capability that we want. So the prediction model can help us on what we should because sometimes we have to if we don't have this kind of a prediction model, we have to wasting time to try very a lot of KPI setting to get the desired capability that we want.
Mm.
So by getting this kind of model, we can shorten our time in order to get our capability.
Okay. Right. Okay. The planner, I want to ask. What's your name again? Sorry. Chahun. Okay, Chahun. Where do you see that NLP can apply in your particular area, in the planning? Based on the one that I'm told just now, what's the application of NLP?
Look at the project right
What's your project?
More like optimize the planning based on action plan.
Production planning. Okay, so how you get the data?
The data is fixed.
Huh?
The data is fixed.
Is data is fixed
Yeah. I mean it's from the source.
from the source. Then how you want to optimize that thing lah?
Yeah.
So how do you understand the data? The data itself is fixed, right? So it's in a column, right? A column and then the row. Do you understand about all the data inside the column?
Yeah.
How do you understand for this?
Based on the program and the number.
Based on the program number. Okay, let's say for example, because you already been in that particular role for how many years, right? So let's say a new joining are coming to that department. Can he straight away understand or not on that particular thing? If you want to replace you, huh?
Should be. It's very straightforward and
The file, what kind of the data is contains that?
the product and the quantity.
Okay, so as a new exec coming, I should understand by reading that thing lah. Right. Okay. So how about N?
Since I don't know, since I do the visualization data analysis, can it transfer to text? We need to say as a summary straight away because there are multiple monitoring in one page. Because it looks like if even better if you can straight away give a summary daily to people like training or
Yeah.
whatever.
That is the what NLP can do lah. They summarize based on the data. It can give you some of the suggestion on the summary what we can. Yeah. Okay. How about Saiful?
So from my side,
currently how you doing? Manual. So you need to report. You need to read the report one by one. Okay. So I think that's one of the area that we can. How about Bala? I think it's the most senior side.
Yeah, no serious.
Most seniors in the WD in this class, not in the entire WD lah.
Not very, I mean, specific, but general. So we can use this right for cover your grammar mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Yeah, bro.
because it's a US company, right?
Yeah.
So we should have a proper sentence. Okay, so maybe locally we use certain words, but for official we should use the correct word. So this will help.
That's good. Yeah, because one of the what NLP can do is grammatically correction, right? And then even he can suggest for you. Sometimes you don't know some of the words you can, then he can prompt you the suggestion. So that is all NLP all about. I think that's good. Okay. This is the we're going to come into the basic language and linguistic, right? So a little bit another theory part, just a little bit on the basic language and linguistic. Okay. So under the basic language, we have 4 types. We have a syntax, we have a semantic, we have a morphology, and we have pragmatic. Okay, usually I divide into group. Okay, can I have like 1, 2, 3 as a one group, another 1, 2, 3 back is one group, another and 1, 2, 3 Xiaomi. So one group, and then this 3 is the one group. Okay, can you discuss and then find what is the the first group will do syntax, the Bala group will be the semantic, the N group will be morphology, and then Nizam group will be pragmatic. Can you find out, discuss what is the meaning for the syntax, semantic, and then when we apply that, right? So I give you guys 10 minutes, discuss, and then I need you to present verbally later on. Right? Thanks. Don't ask ChatGPT. Don't ask ChatGPT, because ChatGPT one of the NLP.
Oh.
Okay, so do you realize that ChatGPT is one of the NLP, right? So we want to create something like ChatGPT. So in the third day, we're going to build something like similar like ChatGPT. But it's not so powerful like ChatGPT lah. You can discuss in group. So for the online participant, yeah, maybe you guys also can have a group. You can have a group You want to? Maybe you can try to search first what is the syntax, what is semantic, what is the morphology and pragmatic, right? To understand better before the group are presenting.
Linguistic words, phrase, like that. Baby, baby, baby.
Okay, another 2 minutes. Right.
Next question, right?
Boleh.
State of sentence. So I just give no questions. Right? So
Okay, 1 minute. We will start with the syntax, KP teams. Right. Just probably say what's the syntax. Then Malatif will be semantic and morphology, and then Hamizan pragmatic. Okay, are we done? It's very simple one. What's the syntax? And okay, maybe we can start with the KP teams. Okay, everyone. Let's focus on the
Syntax is a symbol or arrangement of words in sentences, clauses, or phrases. So you will create a very well form of sentences in the language. And then there is 4 types of syntax. One is simple sentences. Second one is complex sentences. Third one is compound sentences. The fourth one is compound complex sentences.
Okay. Any question to this group? Do you guys understand what is the syntax? From the explanation?
It's simple. It's just a few words to create phrases.
Okay. Anyone? Okay. This is the syntax, right? the grammatically correct sentence in a language, right? So we have like I like to eat. So that is the syntax that they try to structure the word to understand about the language itself, right? And then it's focused on the rules and the principle that govern the formation of the phrases, clause, and the sentence itself, lah. Right? Like in English, we need I like. It cannot like I cannot. That is the rules that need to follow. That is the syntax all about, right? And then the determination between the relation between word. Okay, when where is the noun to be, when supposed to we use the verb, right? When we supposed to use the adjective, that is all the syntax all about, right? Okay. Okay. So the next one will be the semantic. Bala team. Anyone? Okay.
Actually, we really didn't really capture what the thing is semantic, but maybe it's thank you very much. So maybe it's like
Okay. Everyone can focus to Bala.
identifying certain words to give the meaning for the whole sentence. Sometimes like baby could be I'm calling baby means I can call a girlfriend as a baby or even the real baby, right? So the whole sentence and the word baby. So then only it gives the real message to the other side. I mean, I think maybe something similar like.
Alright. Okay. The syntax just now is the how we form the word into a correct sentence. So semantic, like Bala said, is based on the meaning of the word. Right?
The word, what does that word give the meaning to the whole sentence?
Alright. Okay. Okay. Anyone? Any question? Maybe you ask before you're gonna ask. Let's see what's the semantic. Exactly, okay? So deal with the meaning of the word present in the sentence in the language itself, right? Understand the relation between words and the interpretation of their meaning in the different contexts, right? Okay, that's the true lah. Okay, what Bala said is like we use the word baby. Baby can be the small baby, or sometimes when people are in a love, they call the girl as a baby, right? So they need to understand that is the semantic. We understand the context of that particular sentence that we use, right? Okay, okay, good, thanks. How about the and morphology?
Okay, so based on what we understand.
And everyone can hear and say.
Well, based on what we understand, is morphology is something that we try to recognize a word. Like semantic is we try to define the meaning, but when we come to morphology, we try to recognize the words or sentence. So from that, right? So we can use as what we just now talked from the email fraud. So we try to recognize based on check the spelling, is it correct or not.
Okay. Any question? To end? You guys pakat tak ada soalan?
Don't dare.
Okay, let's see what's the morphology. Okay. Okay, this is the study of the internal structure of words and how they are formed. It's focused on a smaller meaning unit of language. Can be either rules and then affix to modify the meaning of the grammar, right? So this is the morphology. Basically, you want to study the word itself, right? Like the difference between semantic. Semantic, you want to study the entire structure, what the meaning giving by the word itself. But the morphology is that try to understand the word, what the word can give you some meaning of it, right? How about the pragmatic? Okay, Hamizan team. the pragmatic. Okay. First, how language is used in the context and the study of language in use. Okay, it's focused on the social situation aspect lah. Right? Because sometimes the pragmatic is given like bahasa what in Malay we always say that bahasa bunga, right? So bahasa bunga. So you don't say it directly, but you need to understand the meaning behind it, right? Bahasa kias, bahasa kias, bahasa bunga pula. Thanks to them. Yeah. So that's the pragmatic. Alright. Okay. Before we have a break, I have a question for you guys. Okay, which one is not the basic language of NLP?
Space.
Okay, space. Okay, correct. Okay. Okay. With that, we take a break. 10-minute break for morning break. And after that, we continue for the introduction to Python for NLP. Right. So that's we take our break first. Right. Bala. Okay, we wait for another two. Bala. So So I know previously you guys have like go through the Python class, right? So how do you see about Python? Is it senang? Senang. Tak senang. Why you say tak senang? Oh, no basic programming. Okay, understand. But previously when you join the class, how you feel? Or you
For the first class, I feel very stressed.
what?
Because the coding
Okay.
then when the few more classes, then I think I need a bit familiar which code we write first, then steps. Decide the concept.
Okay, understand. Okay, good. Okay, good. So hopefully you don't stress on the hands-on part of that one. I will work through with you guys. I will try to work through with you guys step by step. Okay, what we need to do, and then later on, you guys need to do some exercise. Right? Yeah. Because the Python is even myself, I don't remember all the code. Right? It's thousands of syntax inside the Python. I don't remember what I do. I know what need to do, and then I Google it. That's it. So let's say, for example, I want to use that. For example, I want to use a pandas. You learn about pandas, right? You know, okay, pandas application. And then I want to delete the column. So I know I want the code to delete the column. So how I'm going to do? I just Google it. I ask the Google Python pandas delete the column. Then it will show the coding for you. So that's good thing about now because Python can come up with a specific straight away. This is the code that you can use.
Our question also must be specific.
Yeah, that's why you need to have in your mind what you want to do, right? So you already have the step. Okay, the first step I need to do this. The second step I need to do this. The step that's the step that we need to do lah. Normally when you write programming, you have a pseudocode. Have you heard about pseudocode? Pseudocode, right? Pseudocode is something that the flow, where it start, where is the end. So you need already know, okay, from the start what you need to do. The second step is what? Third step is what? Fourth step is what? So people who like they are beginning learn about the coding, they should come up with the Sudoku first. Okay, to put the first step, I will do this. Second step, will do this. Third step, will do this. Fourth step, then after that, at the end, you will reach to your end. But the people who are really advanced in the coding, the pseudocode is in their mind, and they already process in their mind. They say, I want to achieve this objective. What I'm supposed to do? Okay, first I need to clean the data. How I need to clean the data? So I get I get the data from the Excel. So what I need to do? Read the data. How to read the data to the Python? Okay, PD and then underscore read. And if you can, then if you remember the code, if you can't remember the code, you just type in Google Python pandas, extract the data from the Excel, and then they can come up with a specific code for that. So that's how you learn about the coding actually. It's a good thing about Python, because Python is quite easy rather than last time when I learned C, more difficult than Python, because you don't have a direct kind of language how to extract all the information. So that's why it's an evolution on the coding. Right? Okay, we start. Okay, introduction to the Python for NLP. Okay, so I think this one you guys already know. Actually, Python is a programming language, excellent on its own, easy language to learn, and ideal start for your programming journey. Okay, it's very easy. Last time I learned about C, right? It's a quite difficult language to learn. Okay, because sometimes you like C. Last time I learned C during my study to do a robotic. So the C is for 0 and 1 binary number. So you imagine you need to code in the binary number. You need to understand. Okay, you want to turn left. What is the binary code for the turn left? 010001. So you that kind of mind you need to. But nowadays no need. In the Python, if you want to turn left, you just write turn left. They already understand for you. So that's a good thing about the Python. Okay, it's clean, very clean, very simple and understandable code. So everyone who read the code of any Python code, you can understand already. Right? That's a good thing about Python. Compared to like C++, you need to read from the beginning. Understand, okay, what is he trying to do? But you need to understand also. But in the Python, if you don't understand from the top, you just read the middle part, you already know. Okay, the middle part, this part is for him to extract the data. This part for him to master the data. We already know. It's compared to C. I'm telling you, don't learn the C lah. I learned the C last time for 1 year. Right? The book is quite this kebal. Okay. Okay, this is the top Python NLP library, right? I think previously when you learn about the basic in Python, you learn about pandas, you learn about NumPy, you learn about what else that you learn about the basic code, basic package. If you can still remember, Matplotlib normally for visualization. The rest, pandas. You learn about pandas? Have you heard about Spacey? No. NLTK? TextBlock? Okay. This is a good thing about Python, because people outside there who develop Python, they already developed the package for us. We just need to learn about the package. So this is the top Python library lah, Python NLP library that people always use. Right? People use the NLTK. This is the most top one, natural language toolkit. The TextBlock, the Spacey. The Spacey is the second one. Gensim, and then the core NLP. Alright. This is the top 5 NLP library. Actually, there's outside there's a lot of NLP library outside there. one of it like OpenAI, but OpenAI more to the advanced one. This one is for the basic one, right? Okay, because you guys never heard about this packaging, I would like you to remain in the same team just now, okay? To cover only 2 package, right? Team 1 cover Spacey, Team 2 cover NLP, Team 3 cover Spacey, Team 4 cover NLP. What you need to do, okay, you need to understand what is this library all about. When are we going to use this library? Okay, and then how we are going to use this library, and then the Spacey versus NLP. Okay, can we do that in 50 minutes? Right? So I would like you guys to do some research to understand what is the Spacey, what is NLP, because our class today is going to focus on these 2 particular package first. Okay? Okay, form a group discussion between the group, and then later on we discuss. I'm giving 50 minutes. Now 10:50. We should get the result in 11:05. Okay, you should discuss with each other lah. Okay. Then before you tersesat. Okay, but not yet recording, but inform the group the group. Another 5 minutes. Okay, any group done? What is it?
This one is for receiving NLP
Alright, okay. Can we go with the first group? KP. Okay, maybe KP can present on the spacey for the number 1 and number 2. Then the second group will be present on the second group of spacey will present the number 3 and number 4. Okay, and then vice versa for the another. Okay, okay. Okay, everyone can focus on the KP. What is the library? This library all about on the spacey?
Okay. For the first question, what is this library about for Spacey? Spacey is a free open source library for targeted written Python. Spacey is designed to make it easy to build systems for automated expected or general purpose natural language processing. So, when are we going to use the Spacey library? We will use Spacey to automate the processing and analysis of text. Okay. You need to represent the text in a format that can be understood by computers. So Spacey can help you to do that. Spacey is designed to help developers to build applications that process and understand large volumes of text. And then it is equipped with advanced tokenization, parsing, and entity recognition techniques.
Okay, so any question on the spacey to KP team? Okay, anyone? Any question? Spacey, what is the spacey? No question. Because everyone get the same answer. Okay, we go. Okay, we go for the. We ask the NLTK first. The Bala team. What's the this library all about, and then when we are going to use this library for NLTK? Okay.
NLP is a natural language toolkit that is suitable majority for the education use, and also for the research. And this library able to customize itself compare with the spicy. So, and then but the functionality because it's fully customized, so the languages or sentences you need to put more effort to write your own coding to be suitable for your own cases. But spicy is more towards the pre-built and train model, so you cannot access
Ready made. Okay. Right. So, any question from the group B? No. Yeah. The same answer because everyone got the same. Similar answer scheme. Okay. The spacey. Okay. For group N, how we going to use this library, and then what's the spacey versus NLTK?
Yes, Spacey is not trivial. It will convert, can we say, convert the text into the object, and then do the comparison of the object, and then to check the similarity of the object, so that it can predict it. And then it's some more, it can deal with the high volume of the text, and then it can help us to process the text before we go into learning or any other text analysis.
Okay. Any question? No. Okay, last Hafizan team for the NLTK. How are we going to use this library?
How are we going to use the library? Need to start before never anything resource and start using anything. So
the main in throughout this class, the main two library that you're going to use is Spacey and then NLTK. Why I choose these two library, because these two libraries is like a quite popular one, right? Compared to the others. Others is just for the specific use cases. Okay. Okay. So this is the Spacey. Okay, like you guys said, the Spacey is implemented by Cyton and then developed by Matt Honeybird. Okay, it's the advanced NLP in Python. Okay, if you're working with a lot of text, like I said to the Balatin just now, if we are working with some large article and then we want to go to see on the general perspective. Right? For example, inside the article they talk about the country, they talk about the people, they talk about the place, every single thing. Then Spacey is the right package to use, because you just need to write one line item of code to get the result. Okay, because it's more to the object oriented. So the keyword here for the Spacey is your object oriented structure for the a Spacey library, right? So compared to the NLTK, so NLTK is a natural language toolkit, meaning that it's starting from the process how to get into that to process all the data, right? So the NLTK is more focusing on the string itself, right, compared to the object oriented. For example, just now when I talk about you have the large article, you want to come up with who are the people inside the article, who are what kind of the country involved inside the article. The NLTK also can come up with that, but instead of you just need one line item or one line code from a Spacey, you need to write at least 5 lines just by using the NLTK to achieve the similar result, right? Okay, that's the difference between NLTK and then the Spacey. Is it Spacey is the good? Both are good, right? But depend on our use case. When we going to use the Spacey, we need to understand our need, right? If we are need to have a custom built on the NLP, definitely we need to use NLTK. We want a straightforward kind of thing, we can use Spacey. Can we mix? Yes, we can mix. Right? Inside our Python code, we can mix both. Right? We can you can import both Spacey and NLTK. You can interchangeable use these two libraries. Not an issue. So meaning that if let's say for example you have one large big article, you want to extract all the information from there. If Spacey already have that kind of package, then still we use Spacey. Then after that, let's say for some of the information you need, there's no, right. For example, maybe in the WD, you want to get some of the manufacturing number, something like that. So it's not inside the Spacey. Definitely Spacey don't have that all the number, right? Inside their database. So you can use the NLTK to use that, right? Okay. So this is the comparison, right? Like I said just now, Spacey is the object-oriented library. Okay, we can download the library, and then the NLTK is mainly for the string processing library. Okay, so this is the so usually NLTK is for the researchers, Okay, researchers, the students prefer to use the NLTK because they need to show their working, right? How they do that, and then most on the Spacey is for the community like us. We don't want to think of how to get the thing. We just want to get it done, right? By using the simple one. Okay. So any question before we go to hands-on exercise? So that's all about the theory for the day 1, 2 days. Any question before we go to the theory and to the hands-on? No. So I have a question for you guys. Everyone have a Python? Anyone doesn't have Python in their laptop? Okay, good. Okay, can you guys go to this URL and then download uh, the the zip file. It will redirect you to the zip file. So today we're going to do some hands-on. For the first one is a Python refresher, regular expression. Maybe we can do the Python refresher. We see the timing lah. Okay, we see the time, how fast we can go, and then after that, maybe we can break for the lunch, 1 hour break, and then after that we go for the NLP versus spacing to understand further, and then we go what is the tokenization, what is the stop words, what is stemming and metalization, right? Okay. Okay, dah download dah. Boleh buka. Okay. So most of you guys will use the Python in what environment? Wait. Okay. You are using the VS Code, eh? Okay. Okay. Because I'm not using the VS Code. I'm using something like this. Okay. I'm using the Python punya own IDE, and then I run the Jupyter notebook from there. Okay. So maybe we can go to the day one. Then the day one, open the rejects, or we can call a regular expression. Day one first, and then click the reject for information extraction. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be like a Python refresher. Okay. We start with the regular expression. Okay. I don't want to go to the up until to the beginning. I believe you guys already go through all the basic one, right? So this is more the next one is the regular expression. So I already prepared some of the information for you guys. Alright. So we need to do it together. How to achieve that particular thing. So have you learned about the regular expression before this? Bala, have you before this have you learned about the regular expression? Got right. I know your previous trainer. Okay. So for the first one, okay, before we run the Python code, everyone can open the same. Everyone can open the same page, right? Anyone tak boleh bagi tahu, let me know. I don't want you guys to tertinggal. Enter. Can Right. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. If we want to use the regular expression, we need to do the import RE. RE mean regular expression, right? So why we have this kind of information? Import RE because we need to import RE package into our Python environment, right? Okay, so this one you don't need to install pip install anymore because it's already part of the Python package before this is like prepared already. So but you just need to the Python code whenever you want to use any library or any package, you need to make sure you import that library, right? If you don't import, you don't know what kind of library that you want to use. Okay, we need to import, so we import RE first, right? So if you see the first exercise, this is just the refresher for the Python, right? Not the basic for the regular expression that got some connection with the NLP. Okay, so our reject in the customer support, we want to retrieve the order number. So basically, we want to extract this number out, right? 412889912 from the particular statement. Okay, how we want to use? How we going to do that? Okay. First, what we can do, we can come up with the variable. So we need to come up with this variable, the reject code to extract the number out, right? So what's the reject code to extract the number out? The very popular one is this one, \d. Okay, \d is mean for numbers. So if you want to know what's the list of under regular expression, you can select. You can see what is the meaning for \n, \n for the new line, \d for d, small d is for the number, capital D for other than numbers. Okay, so this is the how to detect the numbers. So basically, we want to take the numbers out right? Okay, the list of numbers. So you have how many numbers here? 2, 4, 8, 9. 9 numbers. So you can either use like this, or you can just accept every single thing. Lose this one, the star. Okay. Okay. So to get the star, you come up with this. Okay. So to retrieve the order number. So sometimes the because we some of the, when we have the article, inside the article we have a lot of numbers also, right? So we need to make sure that the number is coming out after the orders word, right? So how we can do that? We need to put the order. You see, order. Then we have this, and then we have numbers, right? So order done. We already identified the order. Order done. Now we need to identify the number is also done. Okay, this is the code to retrieve all the number, right? And then need to retrieve this part only. Okay, how to do that? We need to reverse. Okay. Okay, then click run. You should get the result. Okay, everyone get? Anyone got problem? Don't understand the code? Understand the code or not? So previously you learned about the regular expression before this, on the previous class. I just want to know. I need to know, so that I can. I don't want to repeat from the beginning lah. At least I know where to start off. Huh? Forgot already. Okay. Okay. So okay, in regular expression, okay, let me give some overview lah. Okay, in regular expression, if we have a backslash d, okay, backslash d is meaning for numbers. Okay, meaning for the numbers. So kalau if we got the star, is one or odd, meaning that kalau if the number ada satu, take, or atau dia ada banyak, take all, every single thing. So that's why we use the star here. Alright. Okay, so in here pula, because like I said just now, it's an order number, right? So the code will be kat sini pun you boleh ada number. Contoh sampai tambah 678 sini, kita tambah number, right? Bila I run ni, I will still get this. I won't get this number. Why? Even though it's a pure number, because my objective I want to get the order number. So order number will come after this kind of pattern. Right? When any article normally kalau you ada order number, dia akan kata order, this is the number, order, this is the number, right? So to abstract the number only, so we define the order here. So that's why we come up with the order here. We put the order out here. Okay? And then in between order and the number, we have another character here. So this is the character, we need to inverse it. So that's why we use the backslash t here. Okay, I'm using the backslash t here because this is not the number, right? It's a character other than number. So I use this and then I inverse it. I'm using this one as an inverse. That one is an inverse. So meaning that I want to extra out. I want to get other than number. So that's why you get this one. So this character actually for this first part, the space. Okay, the space, right? But you can repeat 3 times. You can repeat them more than 3 times, or you can put just the star just to get until you reach the number lah. Okay, so that's why you put star to get this, right? Then why you having the bracket here? Because we want to get only the number. So we want to focus on the number only, find all the number. So that's why we get the number. Okay? Okay, can you test on the number 2? How to get this number out from the chat room? Okay, can you get the number 2? Okay, you can use the similar code actually, right? If you understand the code, you can use the similar code. Why you can use a similar code? Because in between order and the number, we have the center code numbers, right? Numbers is not the number. Dia perkataan. It's a string for number. So similar like the previous one. You see, we experiment. So let's say in the number here, I put some number 432. Right? Let's run what happened. You can only detect 432. See? Do you understand how the code is work? Right? Because dekat tengah ni, just now is for other than number, right? And then after other than number, okay. For example, start with order. From the string, you find the order. Okay, I already find the order. Okay, this is my order. And then okay, this code is telling me find the string without the number. And then he found space here NUM. Okay, this is the without the number. And then after that, okay, then extract all the number after this particular pattern, right? Extract all the number. Then that's why they can accept 432. They cannot accept the other part because this one already have a string there, numbers, right? So this is how the code is work. So if you delete back, you run, you can get that number. Okay? Anyone? Okay? So you can try on the number 3. Okay? How to get order number. Okay, how to get the order number for chat 3. For chat 3, guys got a problem, just ask the question, right? So that I can help you guys and then explain further. Right? So if you don't understand about the code also, tell me. I'll try to explain about the code. Okay? Anyone can get the check 3, the order number? The same order number? Right? If you understand the first two code, actually you can apply the same code. Correct? Right? Okay, you can apply the same code. Right? The same code you apply. Why? Because after order you have a space. We have space after order. Our pattern just now we already defined order space. Space include inside here, right? Include inside the pattern code. Then you run, you will get the number. Okay. Right. Any question on the basic one? No. Right. Okay. The def. Okay. Anyone know what's that all about? The in for def get pattern match. What is the code all about? Come again, what is that? Function. Okay, correct. So this is the function code. Alright. Okay. So I already come help you guys. This is the function code. Def define definition, get pattern match, pattern text match. This is the code lah. So basically, I just want to repeat all these things. Right? So let's say, for example, you want to use the function. You just click get pattern, just get pattern and match. Then after that, you define your code. Right? So you can define here. This is my code. And copy back. And then I want to use for what? Chat what? Chat 1. Say for example chat 1. Then run. I need to run this one first. Okay, run the function first, and then you run back. You will get the number. Okay. If you change chat 2, phone also can run. No issue. Okay, so basically we want to use this function to run our pattern and then to define the chat lah. So no need to run find all everything we already defined inside the function. So all the re.find all pattern chat 3 we already define our in the function. Then we just run the function later on. Okay, it's going to be used for the other exercise lah. Okay, easy right? The first part easy kan? Order number, huh? Everyone follow? Can follow huh? Alright, order number. Okay, quite straightforward. Okay, the second one, the next one will be to retrieve email ID and phone number. Okay, so the second exercise to retrieve the email ID and phone number. So for the first part, we want to retrieve from the chat 1, chat 2, chat 3 from the email. How to retrieve the email from here? From this particular sentence, we want to extract this thing out. Okay, how to do that? Anyone? Okay, let's do it together. Okay, you can first you can copy this thing, get the function, and then change from chat 1, chat 2 to chat 1. Okay, so this is
obviously, any email must have the alias. Correct? Alright? So you start with the alias. Okay? You can start with the alias. Then after that, biasanya before alias we have the name, right? So in here case we have the ABC. So how to define the ABC? So we can use this character. Okay. Kecil tu Z kecil, A besar, Z besar, 0 to 9. Okay. So you use the small capital A, small dash, small capital Z. This is to define any word, any character that's in a small capital lah. Then after that A to Z the bigger one, and then the number. Kalau dalam email tu ada number. Right? And then after that, usually after alias, we have the certifier. Right? We have like haslan@gmail.com. So the Gmail is the certifier for Gmail, Google. I don't know about WD, maybe WD is about WD.com. Western Digital, right? So it's a word. So how we can define the word? We can use the same thing. AZ, right? And then take on. Okay. Then the star is for one or all. And then kita masuk, we include the special character. Special character is the dot. So you need to have a backslash dot. This is the special character. Then after that, it can be com or any character, right? So you can put the same one like this one. A minus D, A besar, besar, 0 to 9, and then 1. Okay, that's right. Got result? Oh. Yes. Run this. Run this. Okay. Why you only put C?
No start.
Hmm?
Mistake. Start.
Correct. So because we forgot the star here. Okay, so you should put star. Then you will get the result. ABC. Star is one of and all. Right? So kalau you lupa letak star tadi, you will get the C. Right? So let's try for the number 2 and the number 3. Can we get the same result? How to do that?
you run this one? Run it. Can you run this one? Run this one. Ini. This one. Check one out. No. You see, your code is wrong. Where's the wrong? But why you don't put it like this? Eh. It's not like this. Right? So that's why you can't find that pattern. Okay? Anyone got an issue? Okay? Understand tak? Faham tak? Faham tak how he work?
Yes.
Tak faham. Understand tak? How this work?
First, kalau aku dia ambil semua letter, any numbers.
Yes.
Underscore tu apa?
Underscore tu perlu ada underscore.
Oh, kalau ada
Kan normally kan people pakai underscore Azlan underscore that depan.
position
Boleh.
start
So maksudnya if you use that bracket A to Z besar kecil then number and then go in any place dia boleh detect as long as before alias. Tapi kena ada start lah. Before alias. Because we already define alias after that right? We need to because alias already special character.
for titik is what
Titik ni dia special character kalau dia titik dalam digest dia ada makna lain.
oh
In the regular expression dia ada makna lain. So you need to apply the backslash. So let's say berapa dalam UP email tu ada star. Okay. Kalau you nak guna star without backslash dia akan ingat star ni untuk one or all. Tapi the moment you put the backslash, it meaning that is for that particular star. So the backslash is like a special character lah. Macam so you kata you nak ada titik, then you kena ada backslash. Otherwise titik tu ada makna lain dalam regular expression. Okay. Kalau tiba-tiba dalam you punya let's say you punya coding ada email tu ada star, so you put star. Put star in the ABC star. You run. You need to run that time first.
oh okay
You run. Cannot.
ada dalam bracket tu dalam punya family. It's like it's not reject punya special character. Okay.
Okay, everyone follow? Okay. Okay, let me explain again. Okay. The pattern is okay. For example, we have the ABC and at xyz.com, right? So the first one, like I said, we start. If you want to extract the info from the email, we know that email always start with something, alias, the certifier, and then .com, right? .com is a must lah, or .com or .my, anything, right? So for the start, we start with the alias, right? So alias, why we can alias without the backslash? Because alias is not it's not a special character for regular expression, right? It's like a similar like order just now. You remember order? We don't need to put the backslash for the order because order is nothing to do with the regular expression. You already know it's a string, it's a something, right? So we start with the alias, and then after that we need to define if the first character before the alias. So this code, right? The A minus Z, A capital A minus Z, 0 to 9 underscore is for any character before alias. Any character before alias, they can apply. Okay. So for example, right now, let's say ABC, I put star here. Okay. For example, or maybe star. Okay, better. I put dot here. A.bc at xyz.com. So let's see the result. So when we run the result, you can only identify BC. A dot cannot. Why? Because inside our pattern we don't put the corrective dot. Right? So can we add? Yes, we can add. We can add dot here. So if we add dot here, you can see you can baca A.bc. Right? So that's why you need to understand, you need to see the pattern of the email. You can put all the character here lah, not an issue. You can put boleh, you can put any kind of character inside the bracket. Meaning that the bracket here is for any character that they can found in any position. Then they can extract out. Right? Okay? That is the first part lah. So and then the XYZ, the same thing. So we come out at A minus Z. Actually we can use the same thing also lah here. You can copy, and then you can use the same pattern also. Because sometimes maybe the ABC alias Gmail, G tu huruf besar, G is the capital G, right? So you can do that. So but a standard normally people after alias tu is a small capital, right? I just want to make sure you understand why we need to use to do something like this. And then we have for all the star. The star is meaning one or all. Kalau dia ada banyak, dia akan pergi semua until dia fail the condition, right? And then after that, we have the dot. Why we need to have a backslash of the dot? Because dot is the special character for regular expression, right? Without backslash, it's like exception punya case. So that's why we need to apply backslash dot, right? If you don't apply the backslash, the regular expression won't understand your pattern. He thought that, oh, you want to have. I can't remember what's the dot all about, but the dot is got something we do with regular expression, right? Okay, understand? Any question? Clear? Clear, right? Okay, good. Okay, you can run the same thing. Check to will get the result the same, the same character. Okay.
Okay, now I need you guys to come up with the phone number pattern. Okay, use the same get pattern mesh. Okay, I want you to come up with the pattern for phone numbers. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyone got? It's quite easy. From the begin apa yang kita belajar tadi. Understand the concept, right? How to get the numbers backslash D. Okay. If you don't have a backslash, you put D. Then regular expression thought that you want to find the D, character D. It's not the number, right? You put backslash D, it's for the number. Okay, we put backslash D. So what else we can do? How to get all the number? So if we, let's say we run backslash D, what we get? We only get 1. But I want you to get 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Okay, star. How to get the star? Can you just put star like this? Nothing.
After that,
No. You need to have like this one. Nine. Nothing.
the star must be like
Saan? Okay, how to get the number? Anyone?
you same as the first one.
The first one you got the order number. This
Just
one.
remove order.
Huh?
I just try to remove order then I get already.
Okay, because you have this character,
Correct.
right? So the other way, how to find? Okay, you can put this one parentheses. You put 10.
Oh,
Okay, then you run. You will get the number. Right? If you put it's not 10, you put 5. You only get 5 number. Okay? You put 10, you get the whole 10 numbers lah. Okay? Get it? To get this number, this phone number, first one. Okay, the check one. So we can use backslash D. So no need to use the first one. You put other character first, right? So don't put the other character. If let's say first number, the number start from beginning. So that character doesn't appear, right? So you understand what I mean, right? Let's say this number.
stay in front one.
Instead of the code is starting from here.
Because nothing in front.
You won't understand because there's no other character before that number,
Alright.
right? Okay? Everyone okay? Okay, now try to get the chat too. Get pattern on the chat too. Numbers. Okay. Anyone? You have learned about the regular expression, right? This just the refresher class. The refresher class for Python. Okay, try to understand the pattern. Dia nak pattern apa? 3 nombor pertama, 3 nombor kedua, and then 4 nombor yang ketiga. Try to understand the pattern first. Okay. And then try apply macam I ajar on the email slide tadi. Include the bracket every single thing. Okay, because we want to extract the number, the phone number here. So you need to extract every single thing here. The bracket, the dash also need to be extracted out. Okay. So from this pattern, what we can understand from this pattern? How you want to define it? Anyone got the answer? Anyone? Because I've been told that you guys already learned about the regular expression. Okay, the hint here, the number in the 3 type, 334. Right, the number is 334. Okay. Right, the number is 334. First pattern start with the 3, second with the 3, and then the third will be 4 numbers. So what we need to do with that first? Okay. So this time around I still help you guys. Okay, so you can put here. Okay, the character or, this is the character or. The palang. Okay, so like I said, we have. Okay, let me copy. Okay, let me copy the phone number here. Okay, we put inside here. Okay, this is the phone number that we want to extract. Okay, 123 dash 567 dash 8912. Okay, like I said just now, we have 3 type of number, right? So what we can do, we can have like this. The similar one like this. This one for you to get 10 number, right? This one to get the number. How about to get the 3 number? You just change here from 10 to 3. Right? You get it? Okay? Everyone follow? Okay? And then you repeat again, the same thing. You repeat again the second number, second pattern, 3 and 4.
Okay. Okay, focus on this part. Okay, focus on this part first. I just want to jarakkan dulu between this. Right? This part. Okay, I focus on the one that I'm highlighting. 3, 3, 4. The number is 3, 3, 4. Right? The character of the number 3, 3, 4. Okay, now the first character we have the what we call kurungan here. Dalam kurungan, right? So the bracket. So how we want to introduce the bracket? Okay, to introduce the bracket, we can put the bracket here, and then we need to put the backslash. Okay, everyone follow? You need to put the backslash, and then after these 3, you need to put again, close the bracket. Okay? Everyone follow this part? This, the one that I'm highlighting, you can see it on the screen, is for to get this 1, 2, 3, this part. This one, the one that I'm highlighting right now. Okay? Follow? Follow, right? Okay. So you already get this. And then after that, you need to have a dash. So the dash, you can stay away, put a dash, because the dash is not a special character for the dash is not a special character for reject. Okay, and then after that, another dash here. Okay, got it? Then the whole package, you can start. You can put the bracket, and then tutup with the bracket. So this is the code to extract this number. Okay, and then this is the code to extract the 10 digit without the dash every single thing, right? Okay, and then you rapatkan. There's no supposed to be the space. Okay, and then you change to the check 2. That's right. Got the result, no? Dapat? Everyone got it? Okay. Everyone got it? Anyone tak dapat? Any problem? Got it? Okay. Any question? Ask me. I will explain to you guys. Got it? Huh? But we call that code the 10, D10. So whether dia ada tak wujud D10 tu tak? Okay, kita ada D10 tu, kalau you buang, if you delete the D backslash D10 tu, you won't appear the number tu lah, the listing tu. Okay, understand? Faham tak the pattern? Okay? Slow ke? Do I need to go fast? Okay, 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 because I just want to set the tempo right. I don't want to be too slow. I don't want to be like too fast. Okay, okay. If you buang delete the D10 tu, dia akan keluar yang the number ni lah. Okay, now you can run on the check 3 C. Okay, you can use the similar pattern also. Okay. So meaning that if you have any kind of formation of number, as long as you understand the pattern,
you can come up with it. You can extract out the numbers, right? So that's how we need to understand the characteristic that you want. Okay. So let's go for the number 2. Anyone? Got any problem with the numbers and the email just now? The exercise? Let me know. Okay. Okay, this is the text that we got. I'm taking out from some of the internet lah, right? So the text upon Elon Musk, or the character for the Elon Musk. Okay, now we want to extract out information. Okay, this is the real. Just now is just a 2:30, is it? 2:30 or 1? 1. Sorry, 12. So we resume back at 1. Okay, then you want to have a break. So because normally when I do training 1 to 2. Oh, here is 1, 12 to 1. Okay, got it, no problem, issue. Okay, let's we have a break. Now it's 12:16. We resume back on 1:16 lah, right? 1 hour break, right? Sorry, I didn't know about that. I thought it's supposed to be 1 to 2. I thought that one. Okay, no problem. Right, we resume back after lunch, right? Thanks.